Hi, it's Craig Metrowich from VideoCelebrityNews.com, and as you can see, I've got my amazing, fantastic, talented assistant and race car driver, Dion Jobert. He's not Italiano. We welcome him here to Cape Town, South Africa. On a serious note, Dion, thank you for your time. Earlier on, we shared a live interview on Facebook.com, live interview /Metrowich, so you can go and watch that. It was good fun. We had a lot of people that interact with us. And next up, we're going to talk about what?
You?
Me? Oh, we're not, man. I'm just the guy hosting it. My name's Craig Metrowich.
Oh, yeah, we're talking
What's your
about
name?
me.
Do you know your name? He doesn't even know his name. Dion Jobert. Dion, welcome. Let's get serious.
I'm getting the hang of this.
You're getting the hang of it,
Yeah.
right? It's good fun. I told you it'd be good fun. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, I can't attend this thing. I said, it's good fun. I'm moving the camera, but don't worry about it. It's called vlogging. For the people watching for the first time, I wear the sunglasses so I can interact with people online. And my eyes are great. So Dion, watch this. Hey, check, you put your eyes, yeah? That's it, and then people can see your eyes. Okay, you might get you don't need a date. And I'm a single, so I might need a date from that. Okay, questions. You are a superstar race car driver. You do testing.
Yeah.
You're in the business still. I want to go back to the beginning of the path of how you started to shine your talent. But to guide you there, different to the live interview, I want to share with our audience, what are the skills you've acquired that have helped you with racing and business? Okay, so the question, what are the skills you've acquired through your racing that's helped you in the business?
Yeah.
Like I'm helping you. Urgency would be one in my mind. Energy would be another one.
Yeah.
A two-way communication, like with the pit crew, you'd need that. So question, what skills have you acquired that you can link between being a champion race car driver and business?
Well, so the skill on the track is not enough. The actual technical skill. So when you have a business, you're also skilled at certain things. Right. And then to run a business, you need to get those skills translated into, so you might be a fast racing driver, but you still have to persuade a team to let you drive the car, how to pay you, you've got to do the invoicing, whatever. Otherwise you can't make a career of it, or interpersonal skills with sponsors and whatever. So it's similar in business. So maybe you know a certain technical skill, you have to translate that into business is...
Yeah, like marketing itself, like if I think from a race car point of view, part of the sponsorship is getting marketing, getting exposure, getting fans following you. Yeah. With social media now, obviously people are into likes and sharing. And
I think for me, if I like you said about marketing and so on, it's sometimes very hard to sell yourself. So I think if I had my career over, although we all agreed we don't want different...
Yeah, you don't want to rerun on something.
If I personally had
except
my
the wins,
career
sorry,
over,
except the wins.
Yeah, I probably
rerun on all the wins.
I probably would have had somebody market me rather than trying to do it yourself, because there's a sense of, maybe embarrassment or whatever about it. So it's a similar in business. Maybe sometimes I think in my business, it's good that somebody else is also selling, not just me.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, just to come in there, part of my intro, I'm a business coach and an inspirational speaker. I do sales coaching, customer care coaching. Motor industry's been good to me. That's another reason why I'm quite excited to, share some time with you.
Yeah.
Is because, the perception might be that there's not a professionalism. I'm telling you, it is not an easy industry from a selling point of view, a marketing point of view, the manufacturers, the service, the support, pleasing the clients. And technology has also changed the dynamics because now we go online. Yeah. You YouTube it.
I'll tell you,
it's changed.
My experience, I sold cars long ago. Yeah. In the late 80s, actually.
That's long.
And then I stopped for a used car dealer, and I stopped obviously selling cars. And then my business now is to work for motor companies, and I interact a lot with car dealerships. Yeah, and I'm telling you now, when you're a dealer principal of a dealership, you're a serious bloke. Yeah. They're not there to diddle people and whatever. They're there to make serious business, and all of them operate at a very high level.
Part of when we met initially, I was a dealer principal for Miko Group. So shout out to Eric Scoble and Davy Craner, really good guys.
Made a great success.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, and Davy actually was one of my mentors.
You can't have that kind of success if you fleecing people all the time. That's only short term.
Correct.
You will go out of business. So if you want to build a brand, as a
and long term, you want long-term sustainability.
You have to get comeback
clients
all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just go with a few more questions to set the tone for the rest of the interview. I really want to extract the link between business and you being a champion race car driver. Okay, apart from the podiums, what I picked up is the fact that you've got to have that tenacity and that can do and that never give up. Because, you know, just on the touring car side, you had 102, right, attempts, of which you did win, and you had a ratio of 11.8%. Now, by the way, for those that think that's low, it's actually damn good. No, hang on, seriously. On a business ratio, if you had a closing ratio of 10%, you'd be elated and delighted. So if you saw 1,000 clients and you got 100 deals, you'd be super delighted.
Yeah.
So from a racing point of view, I think that stat is maybe a little bit deceiving because it sounds low, but it's not. It's actually very, very good, and that's only on the one format. So my question is, let's go to the next level. What is the attitude of a race car driver linked to, let's say, the attitude of an entrepreneur? What do you think it is? What is your experience?
I think a successful racing car driver, the top blokes are very intelligent. They've got obviously a tremendous skill, and they've got a good level of dealing with people. So, but what they also have is a very strong attitude, a belief in themselves, and well, I'm going to be a bit rude, but I call it.
Kids might watch.
But if you read Sorrow for the Mavis book, which was written by.
Oh, you're a quotey. That's a good move.
No, in the book they develop on his alter ego called Supervan.
Oh,
which is the ultimate racing driver, and is willing to do anything in a race to win a race. Yeah.
So he can be soft and gentle off the track, but when he's on the track, he's wild.
What are the word I was looking for is ruthlessness. You need a certain amount of ruthlessness to be successful. So
look, I get that this ruthlessness. I actually get that. You know, it doesn't mean that it's not part of your character.
I don't mean dishonest.
Yeah, exactly. Ruthless means doing the sport, going wild within the sport's rules. Am I right?
Correct.
It's not like taking somebody off the track.
Sport has rules, written rules, and it also has unwritten rules. Yeah. And when you cross the unwritten rules, you actually upset people more than when you. So let's call it in cycling. If the yellow jersey stops, then the other guys stop too and wait for him. That kind of thing.
I'm with you.
Those are unwritten rules.
Yeah.
And when you break them, then the peloton gets more upset with you than say when you.
Okay, so that whole team spirit.
In motor racing, there are also rules and rules, and in certain formula you can get away with certain things, and in others you can't. So in business, I'm assuming it's the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. You got to have a whole lot of different attributes. Okay, and let's go with some of them. You're right. You need to have a flair.
Yeah.
You need to be dynamic.
You need a talent.
But you need to be ethical. I tell you, because if you're not ethical, you will not be around for a long time.
Then how many top businessmen are there actually? There are not that many. And it's the same.
Yeah, if you look at the top tier, you're right. It's worldwide even, if you look at the top tier.
So it's the same as top racing drivers. But there are a lot of other people who are taking part in motor racing and who enjoy it and so on and motivate themselves to do whatever. So if you can motivate yourself every day to go to work and do your best there and do the job you're being paid for or whatever, the deal, because there's a deal between an employer and an employee.
Absolutely.
What I'm going to do for you for the 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 100 grand that I earn. And you should do that deal.
And then go home and you're getting a car, you're getting a drive, you're getting a whole lot of different types of assets, as an example.
The top racing driver is totally self-motivated. He doesn't.
So let me explain that to you in business terminology, okay? Because we always have this debate about motivation, inspiration, and energy. And I always, my attitude is, you do need motivation. That can be from me looking at somebody else and going, wow, they really are doing a phenomenal job. And then what happens is you internalize the motivation and you are inspired, and then you're energized, and then you're driven, and then you're enthusiastic, and then you're unstoppable. But the real legends go on to motivate others, coach others, uplift others, share with others, even share their secrets, because they got to a place of being not insecure, not arrogant. That's the other side of it. They've become humbly secure and humbly confident. And do you agree? Yeah, we're
Yeah,
agreeing. Are we agreeing on
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I've
I
got
think
this
so.
on camera. We actually agreed. All right, we're running out of time. Dion, you've been a superstar, man. I really appreciate the interview together. I want to wrap up on a high and a positive note. Have you traveled extensively? Have you been anywhere across the world?
Yeah.
You have, eh?
Yeah.
And what do you think about Cape Town, South Africa, the racing circuit, the culture, the camaraderie? I mean, do you see good stuff
About South Africa.
about us? South
Well,
Africa, the people,
I'm in Cape
the
Town.
vibe.
I've been all over the world,
Yeah.
and I grew up in Cape Town. And for me, the Western Cape,
Yeah.
yeah, so Cape Town and the Western Cape is the best place in the whole world to live. And I really think we should succeed from South Africa
Yeah.
and become a separate republic.
That's just his opinion, eh?
No,
The
it's the
terms and
truth.
conditions apply. Let's just show everybody what you mean. Let's just stand up together. Okay, slowly watch your knees. There we go. All right, so my name is Craig Metrowich. This is for videocelebritynews.com. And I've got a race car driver, superstar legend, Dion Jabeur with me. Dion, just stand up on the step here
Yep.
together. We don't trip.
We're
We're
gonna look
gonna
at
share
Cape
with
Town now.
everybody. Let's just share them so they can see what you're talking about.
There we go, boy.
All the internationals worldwide, we want them to come visit us. The lighting will affect it, don't worry about that.
It's a bit of a
Let's just
foggy
do-
day, so
we
you
actually
can't see
look
the
great, you know
mountain.
something? We look best when the lighting goes off our funny faces, eh? But our smiles make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
So that's my wrap up and conclusion. Share the love.